On a Wednesday night. We'll just wait for the other system to catch up. We are now live. So welcome to Wednesday Night Live. And I want to talk about a post I done earlier about a guy who randomly said to me one day, "Oh, when's the baby due?" I was like, "I'm not pregnant." He's like, "Yeah, you are." So I don't know if any of you have ever been in that situation when you want the world just to swallow you up and you're like dying inside and trying to brush it off. Like, it's okay. That guy's just an arsehole. But deep down inside, you're like mortified and bright red. So I just want to go into a bit more depth around that and how I solved that pain of being called pregnant. But let me know, how's your day been going? How's your Wednesday going? It's super humid in the UK. I done my class and people were struggling with humidity, so I had to slow it down a bit. And personally, I've not been feeling great all afternoon. I've like had this headache and stuff. So that's why I'm coming to you a little bit earlier than normal, just so I can just have a bit of time to chill, refuel my body, take a bit of time out, recover from whatever allergy thing it is that I've got going on right now. So yeah, it's in pure connection, but the connection is good. Hey ho, iPhones for you. All right, team, hashtag replay if you're on the replay, and let's get into it. So in case you've not read the post, to give you a little bit of background. So it was randomly, I think it was after, not long after I got married, and I was in a bar going for lunch with my husband, and this guy came up to us and went, "Oh, when's the baby due?" And I was like, it's not, I'm not pregnant. "Yeah, you are. Look, yeah, you are. You're pregnant." And I'm like, "No, I'm not." And then it was that pure mortifying feeling. And then I was like turning away, went to the bar to go and get shown where to go and sit for lunch. And you know that thing, you try and brush it off and stuff. And it's absolutely mortifying. And like you can say like, "Oh, what a dick that guy was. I can't believe people are so rude and come up and say that to you, make that assumption." But that is what happens, right? And your mind kind of goes to, "Well, God, if he thinks that, what else? What are other people thinking? Do I actually look that bad?" And at that time, I'd lost some weight, but I was still a size 16 plus. So it kind of just showed me that, yes, I'd done a bit of work, but I was still overweight. And it's that thing of, it was like the shoe fits, right? So it was a trigger for me. Him saying that was a total trigger. I was absolutely mortified. And I was like, okay, this is a reality check slapping me in the face. And that's been one thing that I've learned from my own development, is that if something triggers you and gets to you and eats at you, like this guy's comment, then there's a bit of truth in that, right? Because if I look at the facts, yes, I'm overweight. Yes, I had a fat belly. So I can see why he would put two and two together. And it doesn't make it right that he goes up to people and says things like, "When's the baby due? Oh, yes, you are pregnant," when you say you're not. Does it make it right? Absolutely not. And he was loud, like loud. And you can go, "Oh, he's a dickhead, he's drunk," and justify it. But when it gets to you, there's a learning in there, right? So when something triggers you, when something upsets you, whether it be someone said something, or you read something, or you react to something, especially in the social media world we're in, then it is a trigger. And I wanted to cover off in terms of, well, that gave me motivation to go, okay, I can't sit in the comfort zone here because I am still overweight. It's not about me improving my body for this random stranger. It's the reality check of where my health still is at, that somebody would think that I'm pregnant because I've still got a big fat belly. So what I did around it was basically my strength training. So I was doing one training session, and I want to share this so you know if you feel that way too, if you've had that said to you and you still feel like you have a belly that looks pregnant, because you feel like your fat is there, it's not shifting. I want to share with you the things you can do around that. So I'm going straight to the secret sauce. So first up was around strength training. So I had one session a week of PT, and then I would do training on my own. So typically I'd go on a Sunday and I'd do a circuit around the kit in the gym, focusing on legs. I'd do a bit of cardio, a bit of upper body. So I'd do a whole body workout on the Sunday. Typically I'd have a PT session on the Tuesday, and then I would do classes on a Thursday and a Friday. And the classes, and I've always believed in whole body training because you can't spot reduce fat. So I have also believed in doing things that you enjoy. Now, you're not going to enjoy every move, right? Let's be honest, you're not going to enjoy every move. But I also, hi Sarah, hi Emery. But I also believe in doing workouts that you do enjoy, because otherwise you're not going to keep doing it. If you hate doing the workouts, then you are not going to do them and you're just going to stop. So I done strength training at least 3 times a week, combination full body 4 times a week. And I wasn't working to burn calories. I was working to get fitter, to get healthier, and to bring my weight down, because for me, weight loss was the outcome of looking after my body, right? Let's face it, our bodies are giving us clues all the time. So the fact that I looked overweight, not just overweight, pregnant to this guy, was a clue in itself that my body was inflamed, carrying more weight than it should do. So it's like, right, I need to address this and do something about it. So if you're starting out, if you feel like you've had that, well, if you have had that comment, then really look at focusing on your strength training. Minimum 3 times a week strength training. And I'm not telling you to go into the gym and kill yourself or work out at home and kill yourself doing it, but minimum 3 times a week training strength. Then if you're not doing any other activity, then it is good to add in a bit of cardio for your heart health, but also for that kind of energizing calorie burn too. So the combination of the two. So 3 times strength training, and then once or twice a week, some sort of cardio, again, what you enjoy. If you enjoy a sport such as tennis, badminton, dancing, Zumba, whatever it may be, something to get your heart rate up, get the blood pumping, and everything really helps to work the body. So like while we work the muscles to tone the body and the muscles burn more calories, then we still want the blood moving around the system and everything shifting and everything working for you, because you end up with imbalances. So it's that whole thing about like, how can we work the whole body? And as I mentioned, feel good factors are things that happen once you've done the action, right? So yes, that is like upsetting. Yes, you feel rubbish when someone said that to you, but you can sit and wallow in that and it can compound and you can comfort you and not do anything, or you can put yourself out there and go and work out so that you feel healthy and so that nobody can say something like that to you again. Well, they can say it to you again, but you can be like, excuse me? No, I don't think so. So it's that whole thing about you're not triggered by it because there's not a truth in it, or there's not an annoyance or frustration within you because it's a sign that you're not looking after your own health. I know we've got the whole like body confidence culture out there, but personally, the body confidence culture has gone too far. I think celebrating people for being overweight and unhealthy is going to catch up on them in a number of ways. So I think we have gone too far in the body confidence aspect. And again, if that triggers you and you think, hey, I should be celebrating my weight, what are you on about, Julie? You're fat shaming. No, I'm not. It's what I just said. If it triggers you, then there's truth in it and you need to take action and do something about it, so that it's not a trigger for you. So like I say, 3 times strength training a week, 2 cardio sessions a week. If you're starting out, start with, take that down. Start with the 2 strength trainings, build up to the 3, then add the cardio in and things like couch to 5K, whatever it may be for you. So the focus is on training, because when you train, you're then going to be better nutrition choices. This is certainly the pathway I went on. So I started off with my PT sessions, I started off with my strength training, then my cardio training, and then that helped me to make better decisions around food. And then when I felt the difference of the impact of food on how my energy was during training sessions, that helped me get curious about eating food and feel more motivated to eat better quality food. Because when I'd go and have a Mark says, 3-course curry on a Friday evening and then go to the gym to Saturday morning class and be dying on my backside because I'd eaten junk the night before, it really just helped me to tune into the foods that lifted my energy, fueled my performance versus those that didn't. And I ended up being quite competitive. So I don't want to go to the gym and like be dying and my mate next to me is like absolutely killing it. And because I've had the curry or the food that's not so good or draining my energy and I'm struggling to get through the workout. So that's why I say, like, if you have ever been asked if you're pregnant, if you've ever been fat shamed truly and it's triggered you, you need to do something with your weight, start with the training first, and then nutrition follows. So I was probably later on the nutrition side. So I'd say probably a good year, I would say, before I started hitting up the nutrition. So I started training, then I got curious about the nutrition side. I got someone to write me a meal plan, my PT at the time, and it was a weekly meal plan, and it was the nightmare meal plan that people speak about in terms of chicken and veg. That was it, chicken and veg. The same thing pretty much for breakfast, the same thing for lunch, and then maybe a few variations for dinner, but it was basically meat and veg. That was it. Lunch, dinner, meat and veg, no great variation. And I stuck to that one plan for about a year. And that's where, again, it really made a difference just in terms of when I was toning my body. You can see the muscle definition. Obviously, I lost the weight, but I also became stronger, powerful, more fast. And that really, again, helped keep me on the track because, again, when I came off, because we're humans, we go on holiday, we have social events, we have weddings, things like that, I could feel the difference in my energy. I could feel the difference in my body. So that helped motivate me to get back on it, as we say, because then I could feel the difference the food was having to my performance in the gym. So if you have ever been in a position where I've been mortified because someone's called you pregnant, just tune into that trigger. Yes, it's upsetting. Yes, it's horrible. But rather than getting down and comfort eating and giving in and going, this is how it's always going to be, people are going to think I'm pregnant, you do have that option to do something about it. So start with the training, start with strength, once or twice a week, build up to 3 times, then add in the cardio, 3, 4 times. And so you're training, 4 to 5 times a week, have a couple of rest days or one day. And remember, you don't have to spend hours and hours in the gym. You can do it in half an hour, 45 minutes. I don't think I ever spent more than 45 minutes ever in one training session, unless I've been doing double classes back in the day. But yeah, I never spent more than 45 minutes on my own training sessions. So think your own training sessions, strength 1 to 3 times a week, ideally the free, and then add in the cardio twice a week. So you'll be training like 5 times a week, between half an hour to 45 minutes each session, which isn't a lot out of your day, right? It really isn't. And then once you get the training nailed, that's where you layer on the habits and you start to look at your nutrition, because you feel the difference in your body, your energy, your performance. And with nutrition, it's not about hating what you eat and just living off salad. It's about enjoying the food and tuning into what gives you energy and what doesn't. I know I talk about this a lot, but it is the key. Once you really tune into what gives you energy, what doesn't, what fuels you, what you enjoy, then that helps you, again, just like the training. Do the training you enjoy. There'll be bits you don't like, but do the training you enjoy and you'll keep going back. The same with food. When you find the meals, the combinations that you enjoy and it fuels you well, then you'll keep sticking to that thing. And then when you fall off it or have a social event, then you feel crappy, you feel having the crap food, the low quality food, then it helps you back on staying with the nutrition. And if you're like, but Julie, where do I start with nutrition? Start with the basics. Protein. Look at the protein portion you've got. Palm in your hand, aim for that every meal, portion of protein. Start with that, then add the veg in, the fruit in, and that's all you need to worry about. Protein, veg, fruit. You know when you're having the rubbish, you know when you're having the highly processed stuff, you know when you're having the junk food, and it's not about beating yourself up about it, but it's just noticing when it creeps in and how often you're having it. But if you're having the protein, palm in the hand, if you're having the veg for colour, for fibre, for nutrition, fruit when you're on a snack, you're hungry, then that's going to stop you craving the chocolate, the biscuits, the fillers that you have because you're not full from the meals you're having right now. So that's what I say would be the basis to start your nutrition off. And give it time. Like it took me, 35 years to get to that point of that weight where I was an 18 plus. People thought I was pregnant, people commented behind my back about my big ass. And it's that whole thing about it takes time to get to that place where you wake up and go, shit, what happened to my body? So it takes time for the weight to come off. Yes, you can do the fad diets, the yo-yo diets, but you're not going to have long-term solutions. Yes, you can go and do the weight loss injections, but why are you going to pay £300 a month for a weight loss injection that you're going to have to do the rest of your life when the full health implications aren't known for being on this shit long term, when you can actually just eat whole foods and do it that way? So be kind to your body. You've got one body, it's the one home you'll live in your entire life. It does a lot for you. You need to respect it and look after it. And if it's crying and showing you signs that it needs a bit of TLC, it needs a bit of love and care right now, then honestly start with the training, the nutrition will come and the weight loss will come as a result. Be patient with your body, be kind to it. Everything it's showing you right now is just signs that it wants a bit of help, a bit of love, a bit of attention, a bit of care. It's done a lot for you up till now. So let's not punish it by starving it, injecting it, crazy fad diets. Instead, let's fuel it with whole foods, color, vibrancy, fiber, and then it will do all the good things you want it to do in terms of weight loss, but also you feeling stronger, your body feeling toned, and then that's going to give you confidence and help you make better choices. And then no one will come up to you again and say, unless you are, are you pregnant? And I know the pain. I've been there. I've also been in a situation where I lost my weight and I was doing my group fitness stuff, and I went to visit a friend in Oman, and we were in a souk in Oman, and this guy turned around to her and went, oh, when's the baby due? And me, my husband, and I was like, oh my God, this is mortifying because I've been there. And my friend was like, I'm not pregnant. I'm, yes, you are. Yes, you are. And she's like, I'm not pregnant. And we're like, let's get out of this shop because this is horrible. Horrible when someone says that and you're not pregnant. So, yes, any men watching, please do not do that to a woman. Do not make the assumption. Females as well. I bet some people had females do it. Don't make that assumption about people, right? It's not, oh, it's horrible. I know I was like, well, thank you to that guy who was a dick and said that to me because it gave me that kind of, don't get comfortable being a 16 plus, which is where we can drop into with the whole body confidence piece. And depending who you're hanging around with, if a lot of your friends are overweight, a lot of your family overweight, you can kind of just fall into that comfort zone and go, oh, well, I'm not as big as them. I'm not a size 18, but you're still not healthy. So it is that thing that you did give me a bit of kick up of the bum to go, yeah, you can't sit and rest on your laurels yet. You're not in a healthy weight bracket. You're not as strong as you'd like to be. You still have more work to do. All right, team, I hope that helps. So start your training, build the habit, find what you enjoy, keep doing that thing. And once you've nailed the training aspects with your consistency, your strength, adding your cardio in, you're enjoying it, you've got that routine, then look at stacking your nutrition. Start with the protein, the fruit, the veg. And then once you've nailed the dishes that will give you energy, the ones that take away, keep just building on that habit and the results will come. And no one can say to you, are you pregnant? When you're not, because you're going to have the body of your dreams, the body you deserve because you're looking after it and you're giving it love and attention. All right, team, hope that helps. Like I say, that's how I solved the pain of becoming pregnant and being called pregnant. And yeah, it's just not nice, just not nice. But well done. If you have been called that and not like get down on if you've been called pregnant and not let it like kind of beat your, I can't even speak. If you've been called pregnant and you've not let it get you down, or you kind of not felt as mortified as what I did, but certainly it was a trigger for me, which, as I said, any triggers are a point of learning. Something we can choose to do something about or not. All right, thanks for joining me. I'm going to go before more words escape me. It's been one of those days today. Like, no matter stuff, it's just like bad today. The world is testing me today. So I'm going to call it quits. From there. All right, team, take care, and I'll catch you tomorrow.